Blog Talk Radio.
Aloha, everybody, and welcome to Hawaii Psychic Radio. Today we are going to do a show that I am super excited about. It's going to contain a lot of information that I think will be useful to you. We're going to talk about the law of attraction a little bit, but we're also going to talk about some things that have been coming up in readings and different people that I know that are struggling with money and love and all these struggles that are going on in the universe right now or in your life. And there's a lot of consistency to it. And what I mean by consistency is a lot of people I'm noticing are running into the same issue that's causing them the same problem. And I've noticed it so much that I wanted to do a radio show on it because I really want to help you guys learn to move forward in your life as far as money flow, happiness, love, all those things that you want to achieve in your life. I really want to help you move forward with that. So I wanted to break this down a little bit for you and tell you about what a kind of secret that people think that, or people don't really know about. And it started with things like The Secret and all that sort of stuff. So everybody began to learn, and I will be taking calls. So if you have calls, you can call in and ask questions. But I just really wanted to get this information out to you because when you call me and ask about, well, when am I going to get this job? Or, when is my financial situation going to turn around? Or I've been out of a relationship for a very long time and I really want someone to come into my life. When you call me and ask me these things, I want to actually help you move towards that direction. So in order to do that, I need to give you some more background information. So most people have heard about the law of attraction and they've learned about The Secret and they learn about all those things. And what they learn is they learn about the visualizing and how to visualize things coming into your life. And they learn about goal setting or having a picture or an idea of what you want, then visualizing, then feeling it and doing all those things. And those are all correct, and you should do all of those things. But the most interesting thing that has been left out of most teachings about law of attraction and The Secret, I believe it was purposely cut out, but one of the most valuable tools that you need to understand is about your vibration. People can do the visualizing, they can do the trying to manifest things into their life, the feeling and all those things, and still block themselves from getting what they want. And they do it consistently all the time. It's not that they don't know enough. Well, it is that they don't know enough. I changed my mind on the law of attraction. It's not that they don't put in the work. It's just that they're missing a component there. And so what happens is they're not learning enough about their vibration or why that it even matters or how does it even involve the law of attraction. So I'm going to break that down for you today because this is a huge, huge component to the law of attraction. If it's not working for you, if you're visualizing, doing your meditation, understand what it is that you want to draw into your life, and it's still not manifesting, this is probably why. You need to understand as a spiritual body and a physical body, yes, we're blended together, but they both have this one thing in common, which is they both vibrate energetically. Why does it matter and who the heck cares? Well, you should care, but here's why. Because you have to view your spiritual body or your physical body or just yourself as whatever being you want to look at yourself as a vibrating tool as a magnet. And so what I'm talking about here is you have to view yourself, let's just say you vibrate on a scale of 1 to 10. And 1 to 2 to 3 being the lowest, 7, 8, 9, 10 as being the highest. Everybody does this, and everybody vibrates like on a scale of 1 to 10. When you're vibrating on a lower end of the spectrum, it's because, let's say a 1, 2, 3, when you're in those areas, the bottom areas, your magnet is very low for the law of attraction. So things that you draw into your life is very low. Like you have to view yourself as a human magnet. When you're at a 7, 8, 9, 10, anywhere, up in the upper part of the 1 to 10, your magnet is very strong. So you will draw in things into your life much easier than you would if you're, well, way easier than you would if you're on, the bottom end of the scale. Now, what makes the difference? How do you know when you're vibrating on a, 7, 8, 9 or 1, 2? Because it depends on if you're feeling sad, frustrated, upset, or happy. That sounds, this is almost too simple. I swear, I think people are like, I can't even believe this is this simple, but it really, really, truly is. If you're feeling upset, frustrated, sad, any of those things, your vibration energetically is going to be 1, 2, 3. And your magnet is going to be so low that you can do all the visualizing, all the meditation, all of those things in the world all day long. I mean, you could do it 7 hours a day, but your magnet is so low, your vibration is so low with the universe that it really struggles pulling those things in. It takes a very, very long time. And so your mood and how you're feeling is super, super important to your vibration. So the 1, 2, 3, frustrated, upset, sad, etc. When you are just enjoying your day, when you're having the best time, when you're happy, you're really feeling good about how things are going, and you can feel that joy on the inside, that's when you're vibrating at your best. So you're at a 7, 8, 9, 10. So anything that makes you feel happy, anything that makes you feel good. When you're at a 7, 8, 9, 10, when you're happy, when you're feeling good about your day and all of that, what happens is your magnet becomes extremely powerful. It becomes very powerful. You start drawing things into your life really, really strongly. The interesting thing about this is many times you will know happy people that just money just comes into their life. The job just comes in. They met this person out of nowhere. They don't know about the law of attraction. They don't even know about the secret or any of these things. They just tend to draw people into their life or wants or needs into their life. They haven't probably done a vision board. They haven't done any of these things. And it's because truthfully, I like vision boards. I think that they're good to do. They're fun to do. They help bring that vibration up. They make you happy, so they bring your vibration up. But not everybody has to do them, because what happens is when you desire something or want something in your life, it's already known. There's already a picture in your mind. There's already a desire in your heart and in your soul to bring those things into your life, to attract them into your life. And when you're vibrating very high, you're not resisting it from coming in. You're actually powerfully drawing it in. And so what do I suggest that people do? Well, this is actually, again, it's not as hard as you seem. You want to do everything in your day or in your life that moves you towards joy or happiness all of the time. And so let's just say it's on the weekend and you have, everybody works during the week and et cetera. And so the weekend time they either spend enjoying going to movies, going and doing all of these things with, family, friends, shopping, or they will spend their time being what I call being, adult and responsible, which is they're doing the laundry and they're doing cleaning and they're doing all the grocery shopping and things that have to be done. And the difference is huge because it's going to affect your vibration. If you spend all of your off time forcing yourself to do things that you do not enjoy, you are going to push and repress your vibration down. And when you do that, your magnet becomes less and less powerful. And so you think that you're being responsible and you think you're moving towards something, but the problem with that is you're actually blocking the law of attraction. You're blocking desires and things to come into your life because you're vibrating so low. If you take time out of your weekend or day or whatever to relax and enjoy yourself and move in that direction, you become way more powerful, so things flow in a lot easier. Money flows in a lot easier. You meet people easier. All of these different things. Happiness affects your money flow and your love life like nobody's business. If you have or do not have love or money, do a self-check or something and see how much of your day are you spending truly in a good mood. How much of your day, how much of your week, how much time is it really important to you to just be in a good mood, to just be happy, to just be enjoying what you're doing? Because you'll notice that a lot of the time you're probably 70% of that time you're probably not in a good mood, and it really is a huge, huge component. So some tricks for this is people always say, well, how do I just walk around being happy all the time? Well, my point is you just move towards happiness all the time. So if you've had just this incredibly horrible day and, your boss has yelled at you, you're trying to figure out how to pay that bill or whatever, you're not going to go from scale 1 to, to being really upset and depressed or whatever to a 10. That's not going to happen. But you can move that direction. You can go, okay, well, this has been a crappy day, but what would lighten up my day? Oh, I've really wanted to see this movie. Let's go rent it. It'd be really nice if instead of I had to go home and make dinner tonight, that I just stopped and had dinner with a friend. You see, you move yourself towards the happiness scale all the time. Kids get this. They have this down pat. Adults don't get this because for some reason, as they became adults, they were trained into this behavior of responsibility means doing things you hate. And doing things you hate is what you do when you're an adult. And so they think that is, moving them up the adult scale. I don't know. It doesn't really get anybody anywhere. And so you really need to keep your mood in check. And one of the things that I use, for instance, just so that you can kind of know what I do, when I write a book, when I create something, when I get my new book covers in, those sort of things, they excite me, and I have so much fun with that, and I'm so appreciative of what has become and been created that I will take my book cover and I will put it on my computer and I will put it on my iPhone and I will put it everywhere so that when I open my computer or open those things, it's right there, and then I get that burst of excitement again. If there's certain shows that I like to watch every week that just make me laugh, and I will do it consistently to have a break out of my day, just to kind of break up my day. And I make sure that on the weekends or during the week that I am doing things that I enjoy. The laundry is always going to be there. You're going to have it every single week. I mean, it's not like you're ever going to catch up and it's not going to be there anymore. Bills are always going to have to be paid. All of these things that people really force themselves to do that they hate, those don't go away. It's consistent. So it's about management. The other thing, when I'm cleaning or doing chores around the house or something, I will put on a show in the background that I love to listen to that's joyful, or I will call somebody who I enjoy talking to. And what happens is it distracts me from not enjoying the cleaning or the work that I'm doing into being distracted at the same time, because I can do both at the same time. You're doing laundry, you're talking to a friend that you haven't talked to for a while, so you sort of get the gist. So before I start taking some calls, which I'm going to do here real shortly, I'm going to run through this again. Your vibration and your happiness is a huge, huge, huge component to the law of attraction. People don't talk about it. Your vibration is actually the key to the law of attraction. If you're vibrating very low, you're feeling frustrated about where you're at, you're feeling, upset, vulnerable, sad, whatever, of course, the law of attraction is not going to work for you in the way that you're going to see it work for your friends and family or just the other people that you know. It just is not. Your magnet is too low. If you're vibrating on a higher scale, people who don't even know about the law of attraction, if they're happy, if they do things that they're always enjoying, they're going to be a very powerful magnet. It's going to draw things into your life. So the most important thing to you should be to steer towards happiness all the time, steer towards joy all the time, things that you enjoy. And it doesn't have to be big things. It can be little things. But when you keep your vibration up, that's when the law of attraction is very powerful. So you consistently want to keep yourself near the happy scale or moving in the direction of the happy scale. I cannot stress enough how important this is. And just one more note, before I start taking calls, I want you to think back to days that you've had or weeks that you've had where something really great has happened to you and you're just like, I'm having the best day and the day just keeps getting better. Every time that you're really having a good day, or not every time, but most of the time when you're having a good day or a good week, things just tend to get better. Things get easy. things that you didn't expect to happen in a really wonderful way. You should have proof of this because it happens every time I mention that to somebody and say, when you're having a really good day, doesn't things just go really well? They're like, yeah, actually, it really does. What happens when you start having a bad day and you start being upset about something? Then you stub your toe, then you forget something at the store, then you back into a pole. I don't know. Things will consistently go the other way. It is very true. It is very powerful, and you really need to get this. You really, really do need to get this. So I am going to take a call, and we're going to address some people individually. We have an area code 229. Aloha.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks
Good.
for taking my call.
Hello.
Yes, you hear me, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I can hear you. What's happening? What question do you have?
Basically, majority of what you've been talking about, relationship and attracting finances, getting out of debt. In those areas right now for me, I'm trying to finish up my degree, and then I have my eye on a woman that I really like, but we're not talking. Our schedule is different, and when I go to work, she comes home, and it's back and forth. So,
okay. On relationships, I really want to address this because that's a really good point. The other thing that people don't realize is people read other people's energy. And so when you're concentrating on a individual person that you want to date or want to be with, or you're veering in that direction of just really wanting them, but they're not reciprocating, or you're having trouble or whatever, that other person reads your energy. And so people they will block people out of their life that feel needy to them or that feel any type of desperate or sadness to them because that you're not together. They don't like that. And so it becomes like a repellent, I want to say. And it is so uber important for anybody who really wants to be in a relationship, even with a particular person, to still go about their life and just enjoy life, because people love to be around other people who are happy. They are drawn to them. It is a magnifying. It's like a chemistry. It's like a magnet. It's like people just want to be around other people that are happy. So one of the things that I pick up on you is stop focusing your energy so much on this person and try to just enjoy what you're doing more, because you seem to fall into a bit of a funk lately, especially the last 6 months. A little bit of concern if you're going to get out of this debt hole and if things are going to get better. So you've started spiraling yourself down a little bit. Things will get better as far as debt is concerned. And it's going to get a lot better after school, of course. But things are going to get better in about 6 months, and then they're going to get better in 8 months. And you're going to start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. But in the meantime, don't focus so much on this one particular person. Start doing some more things that you enjoy, because you're really focusing on a lot of things that you're not enjoying, which is your debt and not having this person in your life. And I kid you not, you cannot fool other people on energy. It doesn't work. And so to become attractive to this person or anybody else, just try to do things that make you feel good, to make you happy. It is something you cannot fake. It is something you cannot buy. It is something that is incredibly attractive on other people. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am. It makes a great deal of sense. Yes, ma'am. My goals are to just finish up school, graduate next year. And I'm a football coach, but I'm not coaching right now. And I would love to coach starting in
You will be coaching, though, and I believe it'll be next year.
Oh, okay. It won't be this year? Yes, ma'am.
I believe it's going to be next year, but that's okay, because I think it's a better position than you're hoping for now.
Okay. Yes,
okay.
Ma'am.
So you have a good opportunity coming up in coaching. So it may not be this year, but I'm seeing it next year. And like I said, I believe it's a better position than you're even looking at right this minute. So or you're kind of have in mind, So don't feel bad about that. Feel good about what's coming up, because I feel like that coaching position's a longer term one too.
Yeah, because I work at a hospital at night. It's a mental institution here in Georgia. I'm here in Georgia, and I have a lot of negative people that I work with, and I really have to pray a lot and talk to my spirit guides and angels.
Go to my book online, Soul DNA. I have a really good book out there that will help you with that, and then I have another one called The Pursuit of Happiness, and I think they're like $2.99 or something. So if you go to my website, if you go to hawaiihealings.com, and that's Hawaii Healings with an S, it will have a link to my books, and that will help you with that negativity. But next year is going to be a whole different year for you. You're going to be out of school. You're going to be out of that workplace. You're going to be coaching. It's going to be awesome. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Do you have the CD on the Law of Attraction?
Do I what?
On your website? Do you have the DVD or the CD on
I don't have a DVD. I do have the books. I have a lot of stuff on the books on that, and that's the Soul DNA one. So you'll want to go check that out, okay? And but check back and, make sure anybody who's listening, if you want to know when I have upcoming books, DVDs, or shows like this, make sure that if you go to hawaiihealings.com that you put your name in the email thing, because I will email you out when I have up-and-coming books, when I have free new blogs on Law of Attraction or any of that, when I have just new stuff that will help you out. I try to do as much free content as I do paid, so anytime I'm running specials. So definitely put your email in there too, okay?
Okay, all right, I will. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Have a good day.
Have a blessed day. Thank you, ma'am. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, we're going to take another call here. Area code 617.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Aloha. Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for holding.
Good.
What?
Oh, no problem. Hello. Wow, what just happened?
Are you there? Area code 617. Aloha, can you hear me? Oh, shoot.
Hello.
Hello.
This is. Hello.
Hello.
This is Mary Lou. I'm in New Orleans.
Hi, I'm sorry about that. I don't know. This Skype thing, I have to apologize to the caller that I was just talking to and you guys, because I've been knocked off Skype twice since I've been doing this, so I don't know what's happening. But we'll go ahead and answer what's happening, Mary Lou.
I want to ask you about my love life, but first I want to tell you a quick story. Last time I heard your show, you plugged your book, and I went to Amazon and looked at it, and you said it was $2.99, and it said $4.99.
Oh, really?
And the next day, it went down to $2.99, and I was having a bad day, still couldn't afford it. Wouldn't you know, all of a sudden, money became available on my credit card. I got an email asking me to review a product. I gave it a bad review. The company gave me my money back and immediately put it on a credit card, and I had to spend it on your book. And as soon as I read that book, it's like, oh, it's like the universe wanted me to read this because I know this. It just fills in the blanks of what I already know but don't know, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you. I
like the way you put that.
I thank you because it's like, oh, yes. Oh, I already know this.
Yeah, well, the thing is with the books and with teaching and writing, and even when we psychics and teachers go through stuff, sometimes people or different things can put it in a way that it just clicks for you. And that's really all I'm doing. I think everybody knows a lot of the things I teach on a soul level, on a spiritual level. But if I can get them to get that light switch go on, you know, then you're sort of moving in the right direction. So I'm super excited that you got to read that.
You have to, though, because Spirit wouldn't let me not buy it.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious.
Excellent. Wonderful.
And it left me some more money on the credit card for the next book you got.
There you go. That's awesome. So what question did you have on relationships?
Do you see anything coming up positive in my love life?
You said positive in your love life. Can you be a little bit more detailed what you mean by that?
I don't have a love life. Do you see me having a love?
Let's see. I'm looking into that a little bit. It looks like I do see some things that are going to be, your next relationship's going to be positive for sure. It's going a little bit of a different direction. It's going to take a little bit longer than you'd like. Of course, now it's a little bit longer than you'd like, but I want some of your past relationships have not been good for you. I think that they've been fine for the other people you've been in relationships with, but for you in particular, it seems like they've sort of done a number on your self-esteem or just how that you've been treated. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And so this next relationship, I feel like it's going to be, I don't like to give time frames. It's not going to be in the next 5 years or 4 years or anything. I do see it coming. But the key, and actually your spirit guides are chiming in with me on this one, and normally they don't do that. They're saying that they want you to be a little bit more stronger and more confident in who you are so that you're not affected so much by other people. And that's going to be a key thing for you. When you start being relaxing into who you are, but also it's okay to just not be in a relationship, that's when the next one comes in. But you're working on that and you're in transition right now, and some really cool things will happen in your next relationship because it's going to be very different. I cannot stress how different it's going to be than the relationships that you've been in. And so that's going to be because of a lot of the work that you're doing. But yes, you have a positive one coming in, but it's just going to take a little bit longer than you like. But what I like about it is it's positive, and that's going to last longer than the other ones. Does that make sense?
Yes. So since it's already been 5 years, do I already have that behind me?
Right. Well, yeah, but it's coming. It's coming. But Mary Lou, thank you for calling in. I just have a little bit of time here left. I need to get to this last caller, and then join me again next Friday, though. I'll be back.
All right.
Okay, Mary Lou, have a wonderful day. Okay, we have one more caller here, area code 617.
Hello.
I was talking to you before when I got cut off, was I not?
Yep, that was me.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. It's like, and it happens at the same time during every or the last couple of shows. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But let's get back to
you. You don't have to apologize. That's not your fault.
What's happening?
You said I cut you off.
What's happening?
Well, again, I'm calling in regards to a relationship. It's
okay.
been a couple of years.
Okay.
More than a couple of years. Decades. And I was wondering, would there be a relationship coming forward this year or next year?
Let's see. It looks like that you may meet a person maybe end of this year, but then it looks like that something starts more happening more like next year. But one of the things that I'm noticing that you may not notice, but I'm feeling in your energy is you still have a sense of sadness about like some past relationships or stuff that went on, and then so when you view relationships, you have almost a sad sense when you think about them. Like I can feel your heart and your energy sort of come down a little bit when you think about them. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And you really have to let that go. Like you just really have to. I mean, I don't know what happened I kind of have an idea, but what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter what happened in those relationships, and it doesn't matter how it ended. You won't be able to move forward cleanly unless you just be like, it was what it was. I learned what I learned, and it had to go that way for whatever reason. And it's time to let it go. Okay. You really have to, because I can feel that on your heart. It makes it heavy. And just move forward in a more positive way. You have such a sadness about, you're almost tying relationships into a sadness that you have with this, and that is a problem, because that's when I'm talking about it. You're a very prime example of some of the things that I was talking about. It keeps your vibration very low with drawing love into your life. It keeps it down to you're way down, like at a 2 when you're talking about relationships. So you don't, number one, you don't want to, it's very hard to draw somebody into your life when you're that way. Number 2, you don't want to draw anybody into your life that matches that vibration. Okay? Wow. Right?
I never realized I was that low.
Yes, it's low. And I think that
that doesn't feel good.
No, but think about it. Just think about it for a minute. Where does it feel to you when you think about your past relationships and moving into another? It feels very low, right?
Well, does it feel
yeah,
low?
it does. And you just give that some thought. And I think you can let it go very easy if you're just aware that it is that heavy with you. Then you let it go and it'll be done. It's very easy to let it go, but unless you're aware of it, you can't let it go. Does that make sense?
Well, I was never aware of it. I thought that, I had let it go.
No,
but I never realized that I was at a 2.
No, there's some stuff you're hanging on to with coulda, shoulda, woulda, done things different. Did you have a certain effect on these? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and it's not you. That's the thing, is it's stop doing I can be a little direct, but stop doing that. it's not.
I'm not, in my mind, I'm not thinking that I'm doing that. I feel like I'm mind,
it's in your heart. That's the problem. Your heart kind of goes to, your heart kind of, and it's same things as like when stuff happens to us when we're little. And we always think, did I have an effect on mom or dad that way? Your mind goes, no, I didn't. You were little. But your heart, feels different because your heart is still stuck when you were 5 or 7 or something. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Your heart is still stuck back in that time frame.
Okay, so you say I should just let it go.
Just let it go. It is what it is, and you're in a better place. You're a strong person. You're a really great partner for somebody. You really truly are. You just haven't found the right partner right now, and circumstance happened with some different situations back there that made it a little difficult, and some things that happened. And you're where you're at because you're supposed to be where you're at right now. And that's okay. And you're a good partner, and some positive things can really come into your life as you move forward in a positive, as you move forward in some really good things could happen and develop. You need a little bit more confidence moving forward that you're a good partner and you're smart and you can, the past was the past and you're different. You're a different person than you were then. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't feel that I'm that same person.
Your heart had some things that happened to it that still kind of holds on to that person, just like I said, just like it does when we were little, just like it did when I was, 20 years ago for me. We all do that sometimes. Just be aware of it, let it go, and then move forward. I think that you're going to do that really, really easily. I think that because you're so smart that once you're aware of it, you'll pay a little bit of attention to it, and you'll go, oh, yeah, I do notice it here and I do notice it there, and I don't want that anymore, so I'm just going to let it go. Does that make sense?
Right. Yes, it does.
It's not going to be hard. You're not going to have to do 24 hours meditation for 7 days or anything. You just need to be more aware of the effect that it had on you. But you went through a lot of things with those past relationships. Does it feel like, was it 2 relationships or one that had like
one
2
was
parts?
a marriage.
Okay, yeah.
One was a marriage.
I definitely feel the marriage. And so what I'm saying is, those can bruise us in a sense energetically. Okay, so your mind moves forward, we mature forward, but the heart kind of stays in the same place of looking at it in the same manner. But it happened for a reason, to bring you to the place you are now, and to bring us this other person into your life, right?
Right.
Okay. So you have to view it more as a positive thing at this point in your life than sadness.
I don't see it as if I spoke to you maybe 5 years ago, maybe a little bit more, then I would kind of look at it and be like, oh, this it's horrible. But now, today, as I look at it, I'm like, yeah, your mind has moved forward, but there's some things that you think about with this marriage, and you'll think about this later. There's some things that you still think about with these relationships in the marriage, or that relationship in the marriage, that still makes your heart do that sinking feeling. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I think there's some fear that I have. I think it's almost like I'm getting comfortable being alone.
Right.
And I think, do I want someone in my life?
Right, but that's also...
And I really question that. Do I want someone in my life? Because I'm comfortable.
But you're not... I don't feel... We're taking a lot of time with this. I don't feel like you're doing that with... Do you want someone in your life in a way that I'm super happy right now? Do I want somebody in my life? I don't know. See, that's a whole problem right there. And you may not view it as a problem, but it's a problem. You need to just be enjoying life to the point of, life is amazing. If someone comes in and compliments it, awesome. If someone doesn't, awesome. It doesn't really matter, because I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. I'm so enjoying what I'm doing right now and who I am, and traveling, and just biting into the juiciness of options, that either way I'm good. You're you're too heavily contemplating it. It's too heavily a big deal. You have some fear in there, stirred up with some loneliness, stirred up with, I know I need to be okay because I'm a strong person, so maybe this is easier. You have a lot of that going on, see? And you're not having as much fun as you should be having. So this was actually a good show. You're kind of holding yourself back from doing some things that you're not finding the kid in you. You're holding yourself back from doing some different things that you really enjoy doing. You're sort of a little bit serious about life,
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Yeah, stop being so serious about life and find the fun about it. Find the juiciness about life. Find the opportunity. You have so many choices and so many opportunities, but you're staying too serious about being an adult, and that's a problem. That keeps your vibration really down. That keeps the law of attraction, your magnet is very low, and it's easy. Don't get off the phone and be all depressed and be like, geez, I called in this radio show, I'm at a 2, it's horrible, my life is what? I thought it was better, this is awful. No, don't do that. Just get off and go, you know what? I am doing that, and I am just going to make different choices. I want to stop doing that, because I do have choices, and I do have some fun opportunity that I could grasp a hold of. And so I'm just going to stop being so serious about life and move in a more fun direction, in a lighter direction. Okay?
Okay.
You can do it. I know you're a very strong person, and you're super.
I have no doubt. That
yes.
I can do that.
It feels like this.
That's not a doubt. I have no doubt that you can, no doubt, and that's why. But I want to reiterate, and I don't want you to be. I want you to bounce back from this because I feel like it's a little bit of shock to you how low your energy is as far as what I was reading, and people sense that. Even ask your friends. Go ask your friends and family and whatever, and they'll probably respond with. Ask them, do you think I'm too serious about life? Do you think that I'm too monotone about life? And I bet their answer, I'm almost certain their answer is going to be, if they're truthful with you, yeah, it's going to be like, well, yeah, you could lighten up a little bit. You could do more things that you enjoy for you, you know? So, okay? All right. Thank you for calling in. We've had a great show. It's been kind of a weird show because my Skype and all the problem. I'm going to try to solve that with later. So make sure that you call in next Friday. Go to my website if you'd like to learn more, HawaiiHealings.com, and join us next time also my Facebook and Twitter, but join us next time on Hawaii Psychic and on Blog Talk. Aloha.
Every day when you log into ChumbaCasino.com, the ultimate online social casino, you get a free daily bonus. Imagine if you got daily bonuses in other parts of your life.
I chose French fries over loaded French fries.
I asked Stuart from accounting about his weekend, even though I don't care.
I updated my operating system without having to call tech support.
Collect your free daily bonus at ChumbaCasino.com now. And live the Chumba life.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teens safer as they grow, like making sure they've got the right gear for riding.
Knee pads.
Check.
And helmet.
Done. See you, Dad.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.